Well, welcome back if you're still here. Apologies for the minor break in the stream. I pressed a button and it broke everything, but we're back. Let me just sort my levels out 1 second. That should be better. There we go. Yeah, apologies for that. Let me know if you're still watching. If you're not watching, don't tell me. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're back. Apologies for the minor technical difficulties there. But I was talking about news. So we released an unstable version a couple of weeks ago. That's still. I did press the self-destruct button. Tired boy. I'm really sorry about that. But thanks for coming back. I literally. So this is how small the room is, and actually, it probably doesn't help that I'm massive. My little foot knocked the power. The streaming PC's on the floor, basically under the desk. And I did this stupid thing of moving with my foot and knocked the power cable out the back of the PC. So won't be doing that again. Anyway, we're basically in the process of finishing off the unstable. That should be ready. There should be a final version of that ready to go out. Maybe today, probably tomorrow, ready for the final update to be going out. Hopefully by the end of the week. It may be next week, though. So watch this space. Lovely. Right. I think that's everything. That's the main bits of news. What's it said? What happened? I knocked something. I literally just pressed the. I unplugged the PC at the back of the PC. And it turned the PC off, the streaming PC off, so the stream went dead. I apologise. I'm so sorry. But we're back. Cool. So, that's enough waffling from me. There's not a huge amount. Oh, sorry. The other bits of news is there's also a console update. It's been QA'd. QA have finally finished doing their thing to it. So we've been able to put it into certification, which means that it's basically with Nintendo, PlayStation, and Xbox to give it their final sign off. And then once that's done, we can press the button and the update will be released. Clumsy lad, yeah. It's these massive legs of mine. Fun trivia fact for everybody that doesn't know: I'm 6'6". I'm a pretty tall boy, pretty tall lad. And these rooms were not built for people that of my height. And the stream room definitely wasn't configured for people of my stature. So yeah, press the wrong button. Apologies. Anyway, console update is almost ready to go. Which it's out of our hands now. We've done everything we've done everything we think we can do. We're just waiting for Nintendo and all the console people to let us know if we can release it. At which point we will obviously press the button as soon as possible. Matt's a giant. Matt is pretty big, to be fair. It's 6'6" is not a small person. Anyway, less about me. Let's talk about the game. So yeah, keep your eyes if you're on console. Keep your eyes peeled. We'll have an update coming very, very soon. Beyond that, I think we should just get into the game, shall we? I say that. Let me load the game up. That'll be a good start. We've got a Goliath of a man here just streaming. I wouldn't call myself a Goliath. Here we go. Right. Oh, here's a bit of news actually that we kind of missed out on the patch notes. We've recently added. I tried doing this in the new stream, the new stuff stream that we did a couple of weeks ago, where we've added a new in-game, what they're called, command inputs, basically. So I'll show you what they look like, just really quickly. Because we've not shown this off yet. And we need to get feedback on it to see if it's actually any good or not. So, in order to bring up, basically, in order to get a full list of, I'm listed, I'm 6'6", which equates to about 2 meters, just shy of 2 meters. I think 197 centimeters. 2 meters, just about. Anyway, talking about command inputs. So if you're in game, if you're in PC on the Steam version, if you hit the tilde key, which is this key here, you press that twice, it'll bring up the command prompt. So this is the command prompt up here. And if you go into help, just type in help and hit enter, you get a full list of all of the command inputs that you can now put in game. So you can do all things. You can add EXP if you want to add some EXP for whatever reason. You can cancel the current quest, which is a nice little handy bug fixing tool. Not sure what clear held does. Cleans up the floor. Enable build gizmos, so that's a new thing that we've added for the build gizmos, which is this one. You also noticed in R&D you can now set your player to invincible and also power up instantly. Really useful bits that were in creative, didn't make their way over to R&D, but now we're in R&D. So yeah, there's just some extra bits that we've input. So yeah, go check out the input command stuff because that'd be really useful for us. In the meantime, let me leave this game and I'm going to load in a single player game, the Achievement Hunter game mode that we've been playing, and achievement hunting. Let's do, which is the most recent one? This will be the most recent one. I need to maybe I should. Okay, never mind. We need more corporations. We've only got GSO and Geocorp. We need Venture on here as well. Now the trouble with this tech is 10 blocks aren't going to fall off this tech. So what can we do? Let's build it. I'm going to try and build a tech that is easy for 10 blocks to fall off. Okay. So I'm going to build some arms. Okay. And then at the end of these arms, oopsie, I'm going to put just a load of GSO 1x1 blocks, right? The idea being that we're trying to maximize the number of blocks that fall off my tech if these arms were ever attacked, okay? So it makes it easier for me to just pick them up and put them back on my tech and therefore complete the achievement. Now those that have watched these streams before will know these plans seldom go to plan. But I'm trying to make it as you know, make it easy as possible. So hopefully we find an enemy who will attack the front of my tech, which is where the cab is. So the cab is just here, I think. So enemies should be attacking these front bits. If they do attack the front bits, then blocks should fall off. Yes, let me check. Yeah, there's my cab. Let's move this back here. Let's move this back here. So, hang on. Aha. Opa! See, that's what we want to happen in combat. We want them to hit this little block so that the whole thing just collapses. Hang on. Oh, that's not going to work. Let's try this. Opa. Right, that's one. Right, let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Do I have any longer blocks? No, I don't. what I'm going to do is just add this in here. Plop this down here. So now, what should happen is they should try and shoot my cab, hit these 2 blocks in the front, and then they all fall off. All these blocks will fall off. I rebuild. Bob's your uncle. Robert is your father's brother. Let me just. I don't want to lose all these blocks. Actually, let me put down an SCU. I hope I've got an SCU. Oh my god. Is it accessories? I don't have an SCU. Manufacturing. There we go. Right, let's suck up all these loose blocks. And then we'll go and find a bad guy that we can knock our blocks off, and then we can rebuild. We just need to put 10 blocks that fall off. That's all we need. 10 blocks that fall off. Okay, here we go. Why are you fighting those? Come fight me. Oh dear, this might not go very well. Okay, let's just. Okay, that's fine. Just get another one down. Nope, you're at the wrong side. You're wrong side. Oh no. Come on. There you go. That's it. No, nearly. Just get one of these guys. That's it. One more hit. One more hit, and I think that'll do it. Oh no, this is the problem with TerraTech. The combat is pretty. Ow. Right, get stuck there. Now hit one of these. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yes. Right. Now let's finish them off. And then we'll reattach all these blocks. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, you can't see it on my screen, but in the bottom right down there, I had a little notification from Steam to say that I got the combat mechanic. Oh, that was stressful. Combat mechanic. Reattach 10 blocks that have recently fallen off your tech due to enemy fire. Oh, I did say earlier in the stream, rarely do my plans actually come to fruition. But I think that worked perfectly. Because what happened was, they shot where I thought they were going to shoot, my blocks fell off, I then had the firepower to finish those guys off, which then allowed me to reattach the blocks that had fallen off onto my tech. Oh, that's a good feeling. Oh, that's so good. Oh, is there a way that I can share my Steam? No, because this is actually my own personal Steam account. I'm trying to think of a way that I can actually share to you how I've done these things or not. Just trust me. Just trust me that I've done. He nearly took your cab there. Yeah, that was close. The cab is very vulnerable. We'll need to rebuild and then go and try and get the Venture. I think we have the Venture. Yeah, Race Against Time. Yeah, so I have the Venture license mission in my thing. So when I do this, so what I'm going to do is that's 8 now. So we're over halfway. Let's go to 8 out of 15 achievements done. Yes, God, that was fun. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back to my base. I'm going to rebuild my tech. It may be a bit dry and a bit boring, so apologies if it is. Let's just suck up all these blocks. I'm then going to, maybe it won't take that long. And then head out for the Race Against Time. Or maybe if we'll just head over. Maybe let's just head over there now. Let's do that, actually. Let's head to the Race Against Time. Let's open my map, because we have maps now. Where is the mission? All the way over there. Oh, right. Well, strap yourselves in, everybody. This could take a while. Right then. So, this is why we need Venture so we can fly places. Anyway, so yeah, while I'm just strolling through the biomes, Ask any questions. Ask away. Ask if you've got any questions about TerraTech. Feel free to ask them because we're gonna be here a while. I can't build planes. Planes are tricky. Planes are very hard. Not very hard. They're just a bit awkward. But let me show you this. Options. Show 4 skills modes in build beam. Oh, save changes. When we go to build beam now, you can now see where your center of mass is and your center of lift and your center of... Why did you crash? Oh, I didn't crash, Mr. Scribbles. I pressed the off button. Oh, actually, no. Technically, I unplugged the power off the back of my PC, so it turned off. Does the wasteland biome spawn in old maps? Oliver G. No. So if you have a really, really old game save from before we released the wasteland biome, which I can't even remember what version number that was, then no, the wasteland biome will not spawn in your game. You'll need to start a new game in order to see the wasteland biome. So yeah, that's how that works. Should I scooch over into the salt flats down here? This might be a bit smoother. It's not even that flat. Any thoughts about adding monsters or something to the battle? Richie Spaceman asks. Oh, good question. So, sort of enemy creatures or enemy monsters, things like that. Look, I mean, we never say never. That's one of our sort of design philosophies or decision-making processes. We never say we will never do something. When it comes to things like enemies, we know that the current enemy pool are a bit lacking. Bearing in mind, TerraTech is over 8 years old at this point. That's old for a game that we still support. So the AI is sort of, well, it was pretty rubbish even when we launched, to be honest. Not rubbish, just a bit dumb. You know, it didn't really know how to do certain things. So the AI, currently the enemy AI now will just, well, that's really annoying. Will just try and get behind you. They'll try and defeat you by getting behind you. So they'll try and literally run circles around you to get a clear shot on you. Now, we know that needs improving, and with TerraTech World, actually this isn't a TerraTech World stream, but with TerraTech World, which is the next game that we are making, you will see a lot more diversity in how enemies behave. So yeah, watch this space with how regards to how all that stuff works. But at the minute, yeah, we know the AI in TerraTech not the most fun to play against. But that being said, the current system is built on the current, the way enemies integrate and operate are built on a certain system. So having things like monsters or beasts or things that aren't just techs, would that just require a substantial amount of work. Not just like refactoring the existing enemy sort of pool and how the enemies currently work, but also, well, models, for example, enemy models. You'll need different, you'll need animations, 3D models, sprites. I'm just saying things that sound like I know what I'm talking about. But generally, it's a substantial amount. It'll be a substantial amount of work. So yeah, something like a DLC would make sense, maybe, or we just watch what happens with TerraTech World. Yeah, so watch this space. Are there any new factions that are going to come to TerraTech? Oh my god. Any new factions? Maybe. We haven't got anything planned at the minute. But watch this space. Because like I said earlier, we were always on the lookout for new and exciting things for TerraTech. So, we know that new corporations go down really well because the amount of playability, the replayability, the amount of content that a new corporation adds is really fun and really exciting, and just the new stuff that corporations bring generally. You know, we saw with Better Future the anti-grav stuff, and just generally their kind of vibe was just really really cool and really fun to play around with. So you know, we know that that's a substantial positive for TerraTech. So definitely watch this space for new corporations, things like that. Yeah, good questions. Anyone else got any more questions while I'm here? Because let's just see how far we've got. We've got a while. So we've got a ways to go. We've got to get all the way up here. We're not even halfway. We are coming up to a trading session. I might take this opportunity to repair. And yeah, look, my cab is not looking happy. Right, let's repair before we get ambushed and die. So, oh my gosh, right, this thing is on its last legs. Let me hit build beam. Oh, look at that. Look at that center of mass. Let me set my cab off. Hit build beam again. All these blocks are going to get sucked up. I'm going to add a buttload of batteries onto this thing. So where are they? Just one big battery. Fair. Okay, fine. We'll add one battery on there, and then basically just a butt ton of GSO batteries. So this is going to form the middle of my tech, or the inside of my tech even. Okay, that's all the batteries I have. I am also going to add some solar generators just to help recharge. Now if I go to anchor, oh, I mean it's dark, it's daytime, it's dark, it's nighttime, so that's not going to help, is it? Anyway, man, this wireless charger is taking ages. Right, let's add a repair bubble there, and I'll also add a shield bubble as well, just for good measure. Lovely. Now I can start building around these with some basic blocks. So let's go with... Let's just chuck on some GSOs. So let's chuck one there. Let's chuck one there. And build around. Whoppa. Word. Don't know why that's pointing that way. Don't remember doing that myself. Oh, I know why. It's because I wasn't paying attention. Fine. God, it's loud out there. What's going on? Not sure if everyone can hear that, but there's a lot of hustle and bustle in the studio today. Right, so somewhat protected now. That's good. Right, so that's my basic shell. Let's get some wheels on this thing so we can get some movement going. I'm going to put some crusher wheels down. These tend to be a bit quicker than the average, so let's just pop. Might as well just cover the outside of it. Yeah, let's do this. Ooh, need that. Thank you very much. I also need to cover that cab around the front as well, so let's chuck some blocks down there just to make my front a bit more secure. There we go. So, is that what we want? Maybe not. Maybe we just put some regular blocks down. There we go. Right, so that's a bit more secure. Put my bit of wheels on. How are we looking so far? That's looking good. Right. Maybe need more healing bubbles around the back. So if I move these forward a bit, and then I can put some more in the background here. Maybe I don't need this many of these. That seems a bit silly. Let's move those out. So leaves us a space for shield and healing bubbles around the back. Okay. Getting decent coverage. Put some just to fill these bits out a bit. Hang on, there's got to be some. No, there isn't any better ones. That's fine. So what I'm doing now is just basically trying to protect the innards a bit more using GSO blocks. Fine. So far, so good. Now I'm going to add some weapons to the front. So let's look at weapons. I like the plasma cutters. Plasma cutters work really well. I'm also going to put scrap gun. Maybe the scrap gun goes down the front. Oh, no, that'll do. And then on the top, oh yeah. Two, three. And then just some artillery for the rear of the tech. Just put a mortar on there for good measure. Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opa, don't want this one. Run out of venture weapons. Let's budge this one over here. Now that should be enough firepower to see us through. So we have defenses, we have firepower. I think this should be fine. Yeah, this should be fine. Right, let's crack on. So I'm going to save it first, though. Achievement hunting, overwrite. Beautiful. So. There shouldn't be a huge amount that can take me on. Which should mean I should get to the next... the next mission without much fuss. Still got a while to go, though. Sorry, chat, I have been negligent. When did the... Oh, sorry. So this question was asked by Richie Spaceman. When did the map get added? It's been in for about a year, I think. I honestly can't remember what update it went into, but we've had the map now for a while, I think. Hopefully someone in chat can can correct me. But yeah, the map's been in for a while. This was a huge quality of life feature that we were really happy with. Cool. What other questions are there? Which reticle research weapon is your favorite? That is a great question. I think it has to be the Tesla coil, just because it's so unique and it requires that kind of got this really cool functionality, and it's really strong, but not like overly powered. Like if you get that crack and it you know, you get a direct hit on an enemy, oh, it's really satisfying. Yeah, so I'd say the Tesla coil was probably my favorite rescue research weapon, and it's just wacky, relatively. Yeah, big fan. What's your favorite rescue research weapon, Pichu? Or just chat in general. Hey, chat, let me know what your favorite rescue research weapon is. Be interested to know. I forget if mirror mode in building, is this a thing or is it planned? So mirror mode is planned. It's not a thing yet. It's still something that we're kind of looking at as to how it could work properly. This is one of the things that we considered for this update, for the community update that we're about to release, but we didn't add it because I can't remember exactly why, but there is a very good reason why mirror mode. I think it's just because usual thing, the work that would need to go into it would be quite substantial. So, but don't worry, we know that players want it. We know that you know, a fully fledged mirror mode would be really, really useful. Wheelie holder, that's a clever name. I imagine it was doing some funky things with doing a wheelie as well. Yeah, so watch this space when it comes to that kind of thing. You know, we will always keep an eye on community suggestions, because a mirror mode has been it's sort of it's up there with one of the most requested you know, building features for TerraTech. So yeah, keep it coming. My tech is slow. What is a heavy duty wheel? It kind of varies. If you want a good all-rounder, any of these Geocorp wheels would be good. The rugged wheel and the crusher wheel, sorry. Get out of building. They offer a decent amount of off-road ability, and you know they're pretty stable, and they're not. I mean, they're not the fastest, but they're not exactly slow. So what? Yeah. So I'd recommend Geocorp if you just want a bit of a good all-rounder. If you want some fast stuff, AJ Borman says 1420 was when the map came in, I believe. Excuse me. Whereas I think Venture do offer faster wheels, but less things like less traction, less grip. So there's a payoff with faster wheels. So like right now, I can pretty comfortably just chug along. You know, it's not a very steep incline, but this, you know, I'm pretty comfortable going up here with these wheels. They've got good grip. If you just want fast, you know, straight line speed, take a look at the Venture wheels. I can't remember what the F. I think they're like the F1 wheels are the big ones. What was that? Let's go and explore. Oh, it's just a tech. Not for much longer. Yeah. So go and check out the Venture wheels. They are your friends. If you want straight line speed, then if you want a bit more high tech, obviously the better future. We've got the hovers or the ring wheels. I can't remember what the ring wheels are called. Halo wheels, I think they're called. I can't remember. But yeah, there's some options. But there's always a payoff. Always a payoff. Picture says my favorite rescue research must be the Hive missile launcher. Really fast firing and has such a long range. It's insane. Yeah, that was a definition for just crazy sort of like science guy. Let me get some more coverage with this. Ugh, alright. Power blocks. Pet bubble. Right, not a good idea to have them so exposed, but at least we have coverage there. That's good. That's the main thing. Hi Matt, when's the next console update? Good question, Animation City, and welcome to the stream. So we mentioned this earlier in the stream, but basically the console update is in certification, which means that we have handed over the version that we would like to release to Xbox, Nintendo, and PlayStation, and it's basically in their hands now. They can give us, once they give us the green light to release, we can press the button and the console update will be out. So this is the absolute final stages of releasing the console update. If they come back to us and say, hey, this needs to be changed or that needs to be changed, then obviously that will delay the whole process. But fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Sorry, it will come out with relatively unscathed. So yeah, watch your space. This doesn't fill me with confidence because I've got a feeling this mission requires you to have some speed, and we're not the fastest tech at the minute. I'm actually going to use the SCU to suck these blocks up because I want more of these angled what are they called? Plasma cutters. Beautiful. So here we go. Susie Room, ready for the Venture license mission. So finally we get to meet. Who am I? I'm Susie from Team Venture, of course. What? You've never heard of us? Anyway, the reason I'm here is to assess your driving skills. So how about a little time trial race? Yes, please. Pass this test and you might earn yourself a shiny new Venture license. We don't give them out to anyone, you know. Head through the gate to start. Chop chop. Here we go. Right, so we've got a minute. We've got a minute to get around this course. I haven't got high hopes. Now we've got some intruders on the course. This could slow us down. We may need to rebuild this tech because, yeah, this isn't going to end well. What other blocks have we got in there in the inventory then that we can use? Let's have a look. What other wheels would be fast? The bumper wheels. Yeah, let's chuck some bumper wheels. Bumper wheels will get us round. Yeah, okay, fine. So this is what we were saying. This is exactly a good example of what we were saying earlier. Geocorp wheels are very good for just roaming around, but when it comes to actual straight line speed, not the best. So what I'm going to do is anchor this tech. Whoops. Anchor this tech. Let me find a little GSO cab. Add some blocks to the sides. Make it a bit longer. Put some wheels on it. Okay, yeah, this would be better. This is going to do it. I've got a good feeling about this one. Hopefully we don't come across any bad guys. Oh, so much quicker. Right. What are you doing there, little guy? Pew, pew. Oh no, alright, let's circumvent around this guy. Okay, fine. Come chasing after us. But let me just finish the race first. Yeah, losers. Right. Well, okay, yeah, we're going to smash it. Easy. Bosh. Enjoy a new license. See you around. And just like that, venture license grade upgrade. Grade 1. Yes. Amazing. Right, and then we've got some venture blocks to go with it as well. So let's drop my SCU down. Suck up these blocks. Save it. And I think we're going to call it a day. Save. Achievement hunting. Overwrite. Continue. There we go. We've not quite hit an hour. We were at 50 minutes and we did have a minor interruption thanks to my lanky legs. But yeah, there's no point. Well, yeah, we're going to leave it there. Leave the stream there for today. We've still got 10 minutes. What's people talking about? Which achievements have been done so far? Let's recap what the achievements that we've done so far. Let me find the list. Here we go. So we're up to 8 achievements in total. We've got Combat Mechanic, which is the one that we've just done. Another World, where we discover a mysterious alien biome. We technically found the Wasteland biome, which counts as the alien biome. We may need to update that. I feel like that's a bit confusing. We've done David versus Goliath, where we defeated a tech that was worth at least 20,000 block bucks more than our tech. We've done Chock-a-Block, where we built a tech that contains 50 different types of block. Show Me the Monies. You were there. We all saw that, where we earn 1 million block bucks. Flipping Brilliant. That was a freak one. Like, I just randomly was able to do it really easily, which went a lot quicker. It was easier than I was expecting. Where we lift an enemy off the ground with a digger. Only 1.9% of players have got that achievement. What are you doing? Go do it. It's really... Wow, it wasn't that easy, actually. Whack-a-Troll, where you defeat the Trader Troll in under 15 minutes. And Here Comes a New Challenger, where you defeat Big Tony. So yeah, those are the 8 achievements that we've done so far. What Hawkeye wheel do you like? Goodness me, that's a good question. I can't think of one off the top of my head, but let me find a list and I'll let you know. Do you know what? I'll tell you what, I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to load into a creative mode game just so I can find the name of the wheel. But I'll try and describe it and see if you know what I'm talking about. It's the Hawkeye wheel that's on the end of 2 arms and it comes out and you can kind of put it on the front. You can kind of make a cool lot of bikes out of it. I'm not describing it well at all. It is the... well, it's the angled bike wheel, obviously. Or the straight bike wheel. The Hawkeye bike wheels I find really fun. I think they're quite unique. They add a lot of kind of unique building options. So for those that don't know, oops. This is what I'm talking about. The Hawkeye bike wheel. If we just plop a... Oh, this one's too strong. Woo! Yeah. What is the big 4x4 wheel? Which one do you mean? The one in Hawkeye? This one? Or this one? This one? Which 4x4 wheel do you mean? Behemoth. We've got the big track, a medium track, small track, or the Big Daddy wheel. One on the left. Do you mean the Warhorse wheel? This one? Not quite a 4x4x4. What do you mean this one? The Big Daddy. Ah, the Big Daddy. Yeah, the Big Daddy is... It's silly, let's be honest. It's a silly wheel. Oh, but it's fun. Actually, do you know what? I may have just made a really fun tech by accident. So these... Oh, that's really funny. I love... This is what I love about TerraTech. You do things sometimes by accident, and you end up having like a really cool tech like this. Because what I can do now, this effectively is a really really good tech, but it's so simple. Because what I can do now, watch, is put some... Put a battery in here. Let's put a GSO battery. And let's put a healing bubble on the back. And a weapon on the front. So I'm like, oh, that's not going to work. Just put a missile on it, why not? We could whiz around. Let's just make you a bad guy. Whiz around, just spin it around, whoop, and then. Oh, look at me go! Yeah! Losers! And just like that, I've made a really, really efficient, quite fun to drive tech. Anyway, right, enough of that shenanigans. I'm going to leave it there for today's stream, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by and keeping me company. Thank you for hunting some achievements with me. Really like these streams. They're really, really fun. Tune in next week where we will be going through maybe a community core. I'll probably do that actually, yeah. So community core, for those that don't know, is a semi-regular stream where I get you to submit your text to a thread. We'll probably have to host it on Discord. And I spend the stream just showcasing some of the new text that you've been building. That's pretty much it. So yeah, community call will be next week. We'll do more achievement hunting streams again in the future. We only need 3 more licenses, and we're three licenses away from getting 1 more achievement. Yeah, lovely. Take it easy, guys. Have a good week. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.